But it was funny because when I went and filmed football, I didn't really, probably put music in my ears to listen to dance music, sorry, because I wasn't actually learning anything. But now I was actually getting paid to film something and I was learning stuff. But have you ever been somewhere and you've learned something and you've never acted? How many times do we do that? 99% of the times we do that, we learn stuff, we hear stuff, but then we just, no, like, I don't know. And it's not us. It's a subconscious behind us saying, hang on, be safe. That's something different. I don't know everything about that. I'm confused, so don't do it. And that's the situation I was in. I was actually filming these speakers on a bit of a, probably 4 or 5 a year. So it wasn't a regular work, but I was filming them for over 3 years. And I don't like to really admit that because 3 years of filming and I'm hearing all this stuff about how I can get into real estate with no money. And seriously, there was plenty of examples of people doing that. How I could start to partner up with other people who had money, all these different techniques and ways that you could get into real estate. And I'm just filming it, and then I come back and I'd have to edit it. So there's more hours of my time sitting in front of a computer, at nighttime, hungry, wanting to go to sleep, but having to finish this edit of this person that I just filmed for 3 days. So it was always going in my head over and over again. And I keep hearing the thing. And by the end of it, I kind of did know exactly what to do. I knew it because I'm editing it again. I was trust and this interest-only loan and this PPR. Like I'm actually the guru in my mind of knowing all the terminology and all this type of stuff. But you don't learn until you do it, until you act, until you put yourself in that situation. It's basically useless information for you. You'll know it, but you're not acting on it. So what's the use of having something and not using it? If you don't use it, well, you don't get any benefit out of it. So after the third year, I'm starting to hear something, and I'm starting to get a little bit peeved off because my credit cards weren't getting any better. They were still going bad. I was sick and tired of renting because, it's always the neighbors and you're always looking at your paycheck and going, there's $700 out this week. Great. My friends are buying houses, first home loan grants, that type of stuff. Not all of them. I should say, out of the 10 friends I had, one of them did. And then I knew another guy that did. But they were, and it would kind of seem stressful for what they were going through. They were very emotional about it. It's got to be perfect for themselves. And they actually put themselves in a lot of debt. And I'm like, well, I checked out the house repayment is actually more than what I rent for. So why are you doing this? And this is going to cost this and all this type of situations. And you have to do your tax returns on time and all this type of thing. But they went and did it and, they secured the property there. But it actually was quite harsh when I remember them trying to pay the repayments and they didn't come out on weekends and this type of stuff. So then what happens is, but I'm looking at my situation. I'm going, my wage hasn't changed in 10 years. I've been actually doing a job now for 20 years. Yeah, and it was because I started at 14 years old. I'm now, 34, and I'm thinking, God, where's the future for me? And I'm looking every time I go to these events, I'd see these people, police officers, teachers, even cameramen. There was another guy that was a cameraman that was getting into it a bit, and there were all different strategies. But the one thing they'd figured